We dive into the Cubs' current hot streak and more. Let's go.
You are Locked On Cubs, your daily Chicago Cubs podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You are Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Alongside Sam Oldmer, I'm Matt Cozy. Sam and I are lifelong fans, taking our passion into discussion with you on all things Cubs. Thank you for being part of the show and making us your first listen today. And the best way you can help us grow the show is to listen every day, like the video, and comment anything below. Today's episode is presented by Prize Picks, the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Go to prizepicks.com/lockedonmlb and use code LOCKEDONMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. The Cubs are 47-51 and 8-3 since July 4th. This 11-game stretch has included no close wins and one close loss. Run differential of plus 29. They are second in all of baseball in batting average, sixth in on-base percentage, and fourth in slugging percentage. And Sam, as we steer the waters of the All-Star break, no games until Friday. We're going to continue to get into some storylines here prior to that first game when the Cubs take the field at 1:20 Friday again. That includes second half schedule, which we're going to put out for Wednesday for Thursday's episode. But today, going over the recent trends, especially offensively, and I have some pitching numbers in front of me as well. Hopefully trying to enjoy this stretch, but then ultimately trying to answer the question, can the Cubs continue this based on the last few series? And I hope that they can, but we're going to try to dive into some of this.
All right. I want to apologize to the listeners. I had a fact that wasn't a fact yesterday. Christopher Morel played 107 games last year, not 96. I was looking at the 2024 version. He's played 96 so far. So,
there's been four clear leaders to this charge offensively, and they'll continue to need to carry the team in the absence of Cody Bellinger, plus the ups and downs of Christopher Morel, Dansby Swanson. It's a clear four. It's Happ, Horner, Suzuki, and Bush.
Yeah.
Okay, you've had some role players in there. Mastro, Bodie, you can make a case for over there.
Swanson.
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
I have his numbers the last 11 games. They're not very good.
Got it.
But
Morel,
not very good.
Got it.
Did you listen to my last sentence? I said because of the ups and downs of Morel and Swanson.
Yeah, right.
Have you enjoyed this 8-3 stretch? It doesn't seem like you have.
No, I have. It's been a really good stretch. I mean, I always felt like they would if they were going to come around, the offense was just better than what it showed. And those four guys that you mentioned have really carried the load, and then they've gotten a little sprinkle. I think for me, and there's no facts to back this up, but eye test wise, it just feels like Horner, when he's hitting well, gives him such a jolt, doesn't it?
Well, I wonder if there is something we could point to. Would it be something if you reach base in a game?
I could pull that up.
Reach base twice or two,
I could pull
a multi-hit
like
game.
I'll pull that up.
But no, he's hitting 356 during this 11-game stretch. That's
huge.
That's a high number.
Yep.
Happ is hitting 359. Is slugging 769 during this 11 games.
Yeah.
Say at 333, couple homers. Michael Bush 318, couple homers. Those four who are currently actually 1, 2, 3, 4 in the lineup, which is appropriate. They've been off the charts, really.
Huge numbers for Horner, and wins 257 and losses 255. Anyway,
okay.
let me ask you this. No, I've really enjoyed the stretch. It's one of those things where it's like you enjoy it, but you also are like, how did it take this long? I I ask you how you feel about the stretch. I mean, you're in Colorado, hiking up mountains, saving the world. And then all of a sudden you check the score and the Cubs are up 8-2, 4-0, 7-3. Where were you at? Was it kind of like an eye roll? Was it like, Kira, like, look, of course they're winning now? Or did you start to get excited?
I started to get excited because of how treacherous the 61 game stretch was.
Yeah, it's a good word.
I'll take this 11 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they started off so well. And even Jed Hoyer has said, we got to get back to how we hit in April, which is kind of a ridiculous statement. Because you put this team together and it's all just good players, and you're suffering the consequences of that. But it's true, when these guys are on, it does have the makings of a group that can put together some numbers offensively. And so when I would check the scores, I would wait till 7:30 Mountain Time to check. Except for Wednesday, when we were literally off the grid from about 5 to 8 Mountain Time. Then I checked at about 8:10.
What does that mean, off the grid, by the way?
Well, we went to a town. We literally had no cell service.
Oh, got it.
So,
let me ask you one more question.
But yeah, it was exciting.
Go ahead. Yeah, good.
It was exciting.
Let me ask you one more question.
Yeah.
What is it? It's July 16th
as we record. Yeah, 5:08 Central.
How would you rate? Give me a grade.
85 degrees, mostly sunny skies.
Humid. Give me a grade offensively as of July 16th so far, offensively, for Seiya Suzuki.
For the whole season, you mean?
For the whole season. Like, as of right now, where are you at on him? Because it's been a real roller coaster ride for you two guys. I'd like to put you in a room together, have a meal or something.
It would be somewhere in the 80s, like a B grade.
Oh, you give him a B that high? Okay.
Yeah, B minus.
Yeah, I'm a B minus. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I would put a minus on there.
Yeah, I'm like an 81.2.
Hap, I'd be like a B plus.
Yeah, B plus is high. I'd go a flat B for Hap.
Bush, B plus, maybe even A minus.
Bush, I'm an A minus.
And then Horner, despite the recent stretch, I'd go about a C plus.
Oh, that's too high for me.
Okay.
For Horner,
do you think like a C minus?
I'm thinking like a C minus, maybe even like a D plus. If we're talking about the total body of work,
right?
For Dansby, we're talking offensively only. We have to give him an F, correct?
Yeah.
So far, Amaya would be an F. Yep. What would you give Bellinger? I'd give him a C.
C plus.
Yeah, give him a C. Okay, so
he was during this stretch before he got hurt, he wasn't doing well.
Yeah, I mean I do watch, but the average is good. It's just, he's hit 2 home runs since like May 10th.
Right.
It's almost August. So.
Well, there's a lot of C's and D's in there. Morel's in the C range. CD range.
I was going to ask you, where would you have Morel? I give him how can I give a guy that's hitting 202?
Well, he's worth no wins.
I'd give him
C minus.
I'm just talking offensively only.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
C minus, fine.
Right.
Fine. For the 18 homers and the 50 driven in. I was listening to our Morel episode this morning, and sometimes I like to listen to us as I'm going on a light brisk jog.
Right.
The Morel thing, I think what fans want is like, hey man, like, forget the average, right? He's Schwarber. Like Schwarber, Schwarber's going to hit, 37, 38 home runs. It's not a high average. But Kyle Schwarber is an OBP of 376. His OPS is 830. Morel's is in the high sixes.
It's completely different.
It's a different. There needs to be something else he brings to the table. So.
And Schwarber can play left field, believe it or not.
What would you give Tomas Nido offensively?
An F.
Okay.
Dansby Swanson, Sam,
Wisdom?
this 11-game stretch, he's only hitting 225, 12 strikeouts and 2 walks and 42 plate appearances.
That's it?
That's it.
I thought he started to swing it well.
When is this dude going to step up? Is it going to happen ever this campaign?
Well,
or is it going to be once every 10, 15 ball games?
Right, and then we say Dansby showing signs or something like that.
Do you remember, and I'm spoiling next segment, he was an all-star last year?
Yeah, he didn't play.
What a joke.
I just can't wait for this weekend because we haven't been around each other in person during a Cub game in a long time.
Right.
I can't wait for Friday.
Well, what was the last time was at Wrigley?
Yeah, I think
at
so.
Nick's bachelor party.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah.
I just can't wait Friday and Saturday to just be tossing you updates with some of my, comedic delivery. It's always a good time.
Well, and I'm doing homework tonight on where we're going to be at 2:20 Eastern Friday.
I'd like to be on the beach by my phone. I really don't want to go. I don't want to go to a place for this team. I'm not there yet. I'd like to just take my phone on the beach. We could throw the football around. We'll be accompanied by some people.
Oh, wow.
We could trade off giving updates. I don't think I want to set out a time.
Well, then I'd like to listen to Pat Hughes for that.
Okay, well then fine.
Yeah, I don't want to do any streaming while I'm out of town.
Well, I'm not strict. I mean, it's just on the app. It's fully legal.
Yeah, I'd rather hear the game.
Okay, so you could listen and I'll watch. Boog was rated the 10th best. They were rated the 10th best broadcasting crew today. The Sox were 30th.
You'll be a pitch or two ahead of me then.
That's fine. I just don't think I don't think I want to take 2 hours out of a vacation day and watch them at some Michigan establishment that probably doesn't even have marquee anyway.
Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that, actually.
We're not in Chicago.
I didn't think of that.
All right. Well,
it's not all been offense during this stretch, by the way. I have some pitching numbers for you.
Hit me. Give me some guesses. Give me some numbers. Let me guess who you're talking about.
This foursome of Steele, Tyone, Managa, and Hendricks have combined for what ERA in 49 innings?
Oh, okay. 2.63.
In 49 innings, 1.81.
Oh, my Lanta.
In this 11-game stretch.
Full house.
The bullpen has only allowed 5 earned runs in 11 games. 7 relievers have given up either 1 or 0 runs.
Yeah.
Neris and Miller have given up 0, Sam, and Leiter.
Beautiful.
Since July 4th in the division, Cubs are 8-3, like I said. Pirates 7-4. Cardinals 6-5. Reds 6-5. Brewers 3-7.
Wow.
And the Cubs share the best record in baseball during this stretch with which team?
Ooh. Dude. The Mets?
The Detroit Tigers.
Oh, wow.
8-3 up in the Motor City in their last 11.
Wow. And I believe they're a selling club, aren't they?
They're probably a selling club, yeah.
All right.
Jack Flaherty, one of the number 1 candidates on the market right now. So, all right, coming up next, we're going to go over some Cubs home run derby and all-star game memories.
Cool.
Stay tuned for that. This episode is brought to you by Supply House, the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Shop a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands and get your order delivered right to your door with fast shipping from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Well, you can get expert support and industry-leading service from the friendliest folks in the biz and talk to a real person every time. Pros in the skilled trades can also get a competitive edge by joining Supply House's free Trade Master program, where you get access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade pros already benefiting from their free membership at supplyhouse.com and order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks at supplyhouse.com.
This episode is also brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app. It's the easiest and most exciting way to get in the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. Pick more or less on 2 or more player stats and then watch the winnings roll in. Baseball season is over halfway complete.
Wow.
Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from the diamond in your Prize Picks entries. Whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, or first inning runs, take your picks of more or less and then add them to your Prize Picks entry. I could tell you Friday, 1:20 Central, 2:20 Eastern. Give me Justin Steele's going to miss some bats against the Diamondbacks. I'm going to take the over strikeouts. The Cubs should win that game going away. Prize Picks is really simple to play with your entries, taking less than 60 seconds to submit, turning $10 into $1,000 with just a few taps of your screen. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code LOCKDOWNMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. That's a first deposit match up to $100, Matt, by using code LOCKDOWNMLB. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app.
The Cubs play the Diamondbacks at 1:20 p.m. Central Friday, and you can hear every pitch of the Cubs' hometown broadcast on SiriusXM by searching Cubs on the SXM app. And it sounds like I'm going to be using that very app at the beach in Michigan on Friday. Amazing. Sammy Sosa, 7-time All-Star and 6-time Home Run Derby participant. Those were the days, weren't they?
Home Run Derby was actually fun to watch, too.
Do you know what derby he won? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was at Turner Field, Atlanta. What was that, 2000?
That's correct. That was easy for you.
He beat, I think he beat Griffey in the final, I think.
I think that's right. I don't have that in front of me. Other Home Run Derby participants for the North Siders over the years.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do.
Go ahead. Give it a shot.
Well, Sosa obviously put on a show at Miller Park 2 years later.
Right. He was in 6 of them. That's crazy.
Schwarber had a good run in one of them. I think it was in DC. Lost to Bryce Harper.
Yes.
Baez did it.
He was in the same one.
Yeah, KB did one, didn't he?
Yep. And in that same one was.
Did Rizzo do one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember Rizzo doing it.
Yeah, and then Cubs at 18 and 15.
And then Soriano did one, didn't he?
I thought so. For some reason I don't have that in front of me, but I think he did.
Oh, okay. Well, I could be wrong. I know
maybe he was with another team.
I know he had a home run in Frisco in one of them, in an All-Star game.
2 Hall of Famers did the Derby in the early days as well.
Oh, well, Ernie Banks did it.
No.
Oh, I thought he was in the original Derby with. They used to have like Mantle and Mays and Banks.
Oh, maybe he was. Maybe my homework was bad.
Well, no, I mean it wasn't really considered the Home Run Derby back then, though.
Okay.
So I don't think you're wrong. I don't know how early days, like Andre Dawson. Is that what
Andre Dawson, 80s?
Yeah. Okay.
And one more, it just had a statue erected.
Oh, Sandberg won it, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. 2016, Cubs had 7 All-Stars.
Yeah.
Rizzo, Bryant, Arrieta, Lester, Fowler, Zobrist, and Russell. Wow.
And then 08, they had a bunch.
Oh, yeah, they did. How many? 6? 7?
I think it might have been. Yeah, I think it was Zambrano was there.
Marmol.
Maybe like Marmol, maybe Dempster, Lee,
Soriano,
Aramis, Soriano, Fukudome made it. That's at least 7 right there.
Wow. That's really good. And then they went on to get swept.
I think that All-Star game was at Yankee Stadium in 08.
I think that's right. And any Home Run Derby or ASG memories that stand out for you?
I remember, like I said, I remember Soriano. They lost the game, but I remember him hitting an important home run. I think it was 07 in San Francisco.
That's cool.
Maybe it was 09. It wasn't 08. It wasn't Yankee Stadium. He hit it to right field. It was a right field home run in the 9th.
Wow.
To make it a good game. And then, of course, the big one was 16 in San Diego. Chris Bryant homered off Chris Sale. Remember that?
That's right.
Remember that?
Was it the first pitch?
It was an early count pitch.
Okay.
He wasn't leading off, but it was
okay.
I think it was a 2-run shot. But my memory doesn't. I don't know. But it was early in the count. Yeah.
I didn't realize how dominant the AL was. The NL finally won last year for the first time since 2012.
Cool.
So we'll see what happens tonight.
Paul
Skeen's on the bump for the NL. Corbin Burns for the AL. You're not going to watch this Midsummer Classic.
Not a second.
I'm going to watch it, I think.
Oh, awesome.
I might watch all 9 innings.
Let me know what happens. Let me know when maybe I'll tune in when Shota comes in.
Yeah, maybe so. All right. Well, that's true. I'd like to see a Managa pitch.
He's going to pitch an inning, they said.
Good. Steele pitched last year. He pitched well.
Yeah, what was that in Seattle?
Yes. Stroman and Swanson did not play last year after being selected. Coming up next, we have a couple third segments in a row today and then tomorrow that we're going to react to some things that are happening right now down in Arlington out of the All-Star game, some news and notes. And the first one is the automatic strike zone.
And I have a question for you, too.
And we do that next. Today's episode is brought to you by eBay Motors. Passion, drive, and patience. What brings home the winning trophy is also what keeps your car alive. eBay Motors is everything you need to maintain your vehicle, leveled up to peak performance from superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has got you covered. Over 122 million parts for your number one car. You always find exactly what you're looking for. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to turn your car into the MVP and bring home that win. Keep your car alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit is only available to U.S. customers. All right, Sam, what do you got for me?
So Awful Announcing, you know that website?
Yeah.
So they came out, they did like a survey with they
rankings
rated
of broadcast teams
of all the broadcast teams. And I just want you to guess. And you know, I watch a lot of MLB. This will be tougher for you because you don't have the MLB package, but I watch a lot of MLB. I was surprised at some stuff, but I was not surprised at number one. Would you like to guess?
Yeah, I would. I would like to guess. I'm trying to gather my thoughts.
Yeah, I know. I'm putting you on the spot here. People don't realize we don't play in any of this stuff.
Give me three guesses.
I'm going to give you three guesses.
Okay.
They're old. It's old school.
I got three pretty firm guesses.
Okay.
Okay. One is Giants.
Giants. I knew that was going to be your first guess. They are number 2 on the list. And to be honest with you, you can make a case that they should be number 1.
They should be number 1.
I have no problem with number 1 because I really learn a lot from the two color guys.
They still do a rotation, the Giants,
right?
Where the radio and TV people flip. So my second guess was going to be the New York Mets.
The New York Mets is correct.
Wow.
Gary Cohen, Ron Darling, and Keith Hernandez. You want to talk about guys that tell you what like it is. They really great. It's a great production they got over there. I believe the Cubs were, I'll tell you what the Cubs were. I think they were 9th or 10th. Which I think's about right. Padres 3rd, Orioles 4th. I didn't get a chance to listen to them. I haven't really listened to them much. Dodgers 5. I mean, that
was going to be my next one.
Joe Davis is just one of the stars of the game. Blue Jays 6. Dan Schulman, just a tremendous talent. Phillies 7. Milwaukee 8. Brian Anderson, one of the great NBA broadcasters. The Cubbies were 9.
Okay,
Sox
I like
dead
that
last
top
at
9.
Sox dead last at 30th.
Right, which is where they should be.
Yeah.
The A's had a good broadcast at one point.
Yeah, they were second to last.
But I think that's fallen off. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said Tuesday that Major League Baseball. Oh, so speaking of TV.
Yeah.
For our next episode, we're going to talk about Marquee a little bit.
Sure.
And what Rob Manfred revealed about these few teams that have subscription-only packages already, like the Padres. And he actually revealed their numbers, and they're quite low.
Great.
Which is a problem for the sport. But Manfred said Tuesday as well that Major League Baseball might test a version of the automated strike zone in Major League spring training next year. If all goes well, it could be implemented in the 2026 regular season.
Wow.
The minor leagues have done the automated ball strike system and the challenge system, Sam, and it sounds like the challenge system is the most likely landing spot, in which there would still be 4 human umpires per game, including the home plate umpire. And then teams can challenge a total of 3 pitches per game, which I think is fine.
I think
it's a good addition.
I like that.
It could happen. It could happen this weekend if they wanted it to.
Seiya will benefit a lot from that.
Yes, he will. So I thought that was interesting. There'll be more news and notes next episode out of the All-Star Week.
It is really interesting. I got to have a good long thought and reflection on what I think about total robotic umps in the auto zone.
I don't like it at all.
I don't think I could do that. I just
No.
think that makes it's too robotic for the game.
Right.
So the challenge system, I think, is a good halfway point.
I think so too. All right. So our lead for the next episode is going to be the second half schedule. First of all, what does it look like? What are some tough spots, some easy spots? What do we want to see the first 2-3 series out of the break?
9-0.
In terms of win-loss record, and that'd be sweet, and things like that. So thank you so much for checking out this edition of Locked On Cubs. You give us 20 to 30 minutes. We'll give you all things Cubs with a laugh or two along the way. Be sure to hit subscribe on YouTube, smash the like button for the algorithm, and leave a 5-star review on Apple, Spotify, and everywhere you get your podcasts. All right, we'll be back talking second half schedule and more. He's Sam Olber. I'm Matt Cozy. This is Locked On Cubs.